enter into a room together. Don Basilio is in love with Rosina, who just so happens to be his music student. However, she is in love with another, Count Almaviva. Upon entering the room, Don Basilio begins to sing La Calumnia, or The Calumny. For those of you sitting in attendance tonight with the understanding that gossip is a problem that is derived from today's culture, you are greatly mistaken. This entire opera is about how Don Basilio can slander the Count's name. And the purpose of this song, as I said, is to slander the Count's name, but so severely that not only will he lose his possibilities with Rosina, but he will also long for death. Of all of the pieces, this is probably the hardest to relate to God, yet there is still a way. While the text of this piece may not show God's glory, the music that drives it certainly does. As you will soon see, this piece begins very quiet, but by the end of the piece, it is very loud and extravagant. One could think this as a believer coming to Christ. In the beginning of their journey, they may be shy and timid, yet years later, after a lifetime of searching and longing after God, they are loud and proud of the faith that they have now come to believe in.
Come
Wanderer was composed. Franz Schubert was a German composer born on January 31st, 1797. He has composed over 600 secular vocal works, 7 complete symphonies, multiple operas, sacred music, chamber music, and much, much more. He is now considered one of the greatest late classical to early romantic era composers. Schubert died on November 19, 1828, at the very early age of 31. I mentioned the title of this piece just a few moments ago, but Schubert did not write the text of this piece. Der Wanderer was a poem written by Georg Philipp Schmidt von Lübeck. He was born on January 1st of 1766 in Lübeck, Germany. He was born into a merchant family, but he studied law, theology, and medicine. It was not until later in life when he started writing poetry. Der Wanderer really has no story other than the actual text to go with it. So instead of giving you my interpretation of the text, I'm just going to read the English translation for you tonight. I come down from the mountains, the valley dims, the sea roars. I wander silently and am somewhat unhappy, and my sighs always ask, where? The sun seems so cold to me here. The flowers faded, the life old, and what they say has an empty sound. I am a stranger everywhere. Where are you, my dear land, sought and brought to mind, yet never known, that land so hopefully green, that land where my roses bloom, where my friends wander, where my dead ones rise from the dead, that land where they speak my language, O land, where are you? I wander silently and am somewhat unhappy, and my sighs always ask where, and a ghostly breath that calls back to me, there, where you are not, there is your happiness. This piece is not as hard to relate as one might think. The man in this story is constantly searching for the land that will bring him his ultimate happiness and joy. However, despite all of his searching for the land he will never find it. This reminds me of someone who wanders through life seeking answers, but never finds the ones that truly matter. like me and you only speak English. I love singing in different languages, but I absolutely love singing English pieces. One, like I said, is my first and only language. And secondly, because you, as the audience tonight, will be able to participate better and engage in what I, as the performer, am saying and singing. There have been many American spirituals written and sung throughout American history, but undoubtedly, one of my favorite is Poor Wayfaring Stranger. This song is extremely fascinating to me for a few reasons. Some music scholars date this song back to the early 19th century. One theory is that the song originated as a Negro spiritual.